Good evening to all. Myself Kapil. I'm one of the founders of Alma Shines from Ahmedabad, and we are looking to raise 1.5 CR for 3% of our company. So alumni are one of the key resource for any institution. Like institutions reach out to their alumni and manage alumni relations to seek industry interface and recognition and funds from their alumni. Recently, UGC passed a mandate for institutions to track and connect with their alumni to seek their participation in curriculum development, institute initiatives and all. So now to manage the alumni relations, institutions use a lot of tools like LinkedIn, Excel, Google Forms to seek responses, and it makes like they are juggling between the tools and they require huge time, effort, expertise to manage their alumni relations. So this makes the alumni relations a very complicated process. We are Alma Shines that offers a cloud-based alumni platform for institutions to connect, engage and manage their alumni. With our product automation and data-driven engagement, institutions can reach out to their alumni, manage their databases, seek career opportunities, raise funds, plan alumni meets, all on a single dashboard. We have been recognized by among the top startups of Gujarat by Microsoft for Startups, Gujarat government and Silicon India, and we have been recipient of Go-to-Market Fund by Government of Gujarat as well. So we launched the product in our market since 2016, and since then we have onboarded nearly 250 plus accounts, summing up to 500 institutions, which comprises of 8 IITs, top B schools, state universities, and some international customer base as well. And as of now, we are having nearly 98% of lifetime customer retention rate, and that makes us one of the market leaders in this space. Now, Alma Shines is founded by 3 IIT Kanpur alumni with a combined experience of 21 years in alumni relations, and we are a team of 23 people based in Ahmedabad. So our traction so far is we are 250 plus customers, 520 plus institutions. Our revenue for last 12 months was just over 1 crore, and our customer retention rate is 98%. And talking about unit economics, we are a SaaS-based product, which means there is an annual subscription fee. Hence, the revenue that you are seeing, that's an annual recurring revenue. And our average subscription fees is 70,000 rupees. And lifetime value we see is of 5 years, that is 3.5 lakhs. And our acquisition costs are 18,000 rupees. Please, next. The market that we are primarily targeting is the market of college, universities, and schools. The reason our market has been adopting us because they need to develop their alumni relations. We provide them a direct expertise. We offer easy setup and data-driven engagement, and all this eases out the process of alumni engagement for them. The reason we have been, you can say, stick to this market is because it has a low acquisition cost, a very strong word of mouth. Like we have a very minimal spend on marketing so far for acquiring all this customer base. Our next stop in our growth is US. The reason we want to target US market is because that has a huge spend on alumni relations. The market is growing at 8% CAGR. Huge untapped opportunity that like all the solutions that are available in that market have still been able to tap only 5 to 10% of the market. There are startups who are raised like up to 60 million as well. And there is a huge penetration of SaaS-based startups in the academy over there. So in order to penetrate US market, we are looking forward to raise 1.5 CR, which shall give us a burn for next 12 months. And this is the utilization of the funds, where majority of that goes into talent acquisition and marketing expense. Yeah, so that is about it.
Interesting. What is your own background?
Sir, I am a BTech from IIT Kanpur, a 2014 batch graduate. And so all 3 of us are batchmates. So we observed this problem while we were studying because we were managing alumni relations. So we started this right after our graduation. And till date, we are a bootstrap company. We were incubated by iCreate in 2014 and spun off in 2016.
This $25,000 odd is from them, iCreate, that debt?
Yeah.
So it's again convertible in next round and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the discount admission?
I'm not sure we are yet to figure that out, but as of now, it's debt kind of.
Yeah.
Just educate me a little bit about, so I understand that the alumni relationship in the US is very, very important part of the university, but when I speak here to colleges, they don't seem to care much, although I see the value there. But do you see that scenario changing in India, and if so, what traction have you seen in your interactions with the colleges?
So over here, there are two challenges with institutions. First, they don't see a direct value through this. So the relation with their alumni is not at all transactional compared to US. Second, they don't have the expertise. In US, there are huge alumni offices that institutions are managing. So if they need to start alumni relations, they don't know where to start from. So that's exactly the gap which we are filling in.
Do they understand that it's a gap and they need to fill it?
Yeah. So for the customers we have acquired, we feel we have brought it.
How many customers have how many colleges have you acquired?
More than 500.
500?
Yeah.
Wow. And how much is each college paying you?
It's average 70,000 rupees.
Per year?
Per year.
Okay.
Aishwarya?
So I want to understand, how do you drive engagement?
So we use a very simple analogy in this. We divide every alumni community in 4 parts: loyalists, value seekers, recognition seekers, and who do not care. So normally when institutions are reaching out to their alumni, they are only targeting loyalists. They are not targeting value seekers and recognition seekers. Through our platform, we are creating an ecosystem where value seekers can seek opportunities, guidance, mentoring, and all sorts of things. Recognition seekers can get recognized within their peers by the institution and all. So it's a two-way interaction that we are creating, which is the kind of engagement we are creating. So it's like we are delivering an engaged community to any institution. Now, howsoever they want to capitalize, so usually institutions capitalize them for placements and for recognition, accreditations, data driving, and all these things.
Measure, the engagement of alumni with the institute. What is the metric that?
So primary metrics is the number of monthly users who are logging into a system or who are responding to the communications. So that's how we calculate the active users, which is roughly 60 to 70% on an average for an institution. It varies between 40 to 90% as well. Like institutions like IITs have a higher value. Institutions who are like tier 2, tier 3, they have slightly lower values.
Kunal?
So you have 500 customers paying you 70,000 rupees per year.
So I'd like to clarify to that. There are 250 customers. So let's say if there's a university, so your university brings 20 institutions along with this. So that's the kind of 500 institutions and 250 customers.
So 250 customers into 70,000, that is your revenue. That's still 1.5 crores or more, but you're showing 1 crore.
So initially when we started, let's say when our initial customers came, they were at 30,000, 40,000 rupees.
Okay.
So this 70,000 is from the past 12 months accounts that we have got on board.
Okay. You've said you've earned about 1 crore after 6 years of working on the product.
No, this is from the past 12 months.
But you started working on the product from 2014,
Yeah.
right? So it's been 6 years for your company,
Yeah.
5 to 6 years,
Yeah.
to get to an annual revenue of 1 crore.
Yeah.
And now you are seeking 1.5 crore for a 50 crore valuation. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
You're valuing yourself at 50 crores because after 6 years you could do 1 crore of revenue.
Yeah. So
Just hear it again.
yeah, so the basis is very simple. Next year we are looking forward to clock a revenue of 7 crores. We have a 3 crore revenue.
So for 6 years you could do only 1.
Yeah.
7th year you'll do 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since past 3 years, we have a constant 80% growth rate in our revenues. And next year we are looking forward to
80% growth rate on 1 crore is 1.8.
No, that has been for past 3 years. Now, the reason we are raising, so if we don't raise this money, anyways we are looking forward at 4.5 CR in revenues, because a considerable amount of this revenue is going to come from international markets. So like in an international market, the pricing that we are selling it at, it's 5x of Indian markets. So that bridges the gap for us. So
Umesh, moving to you in the interest of time.
So this is, of course, the idea is good. There's a need, right? So my thoughts kind of resonate with Velo. Is you're saying that you're going to be on a very high growth path going forward, right? And all this last several years you've not been able to do so, but now you will do so. Right?
Yeah, so since
for us
past
it's a
6
difficult
years we
pill
have
to
been
swallow.
primarily bootstrapped. Like we had an initial traction, and after that we have been totally bootstrapped. The reason we chose the bootstrap way was to create a great product market fit, to raise our account values to a sustainable extent.
So just one question: when will you reach 50 crores of revenue? How many years you are anticipating?
So we used this discounted cash flow, considering
When will you reach 50 crores of revenue?
revenue
From now.
in the next 5 years.
5 years, 50 crores you'll reach,
Yeah.
right? So you want us to give you a valuation of 50 crores now for something that you'll reach 5 years from now. Even if I say 1x kind of a valuation and not 2x. Or even if I say 2x, 25 crores, say 2.5 years from now.
Okay, I can consider that.
Okay, so he's open to equity or debt or convertible.
One more question. Who owns the data of all the alumni, whatever data you get? Do you own it?
Institutions.
You don't own the data, right?
No. So we don't take the ownership. Like if the institution unsubscribes to our service, we have to remove the data and give it back to them.
Why in India does anybody care? In India do they care?
Yes. So they pretty much care. So that has been the reason we have been able to get top institutions by the confidence that they own the data. Yeah. So.
One more question. Are you integrated with real-time platforms, WhatsApp, etc., etc.?
Yes, we are.
So whatever you post on your app or your web gets also replicated?
Not automatically. Manually it is doable, but it is integrated.
Do you have a model where you say that if you are able to raise certain amount for the university, you will get a certain percentage? Is that
not yet, because our efforts are not directly driven to that. Our efforts are more decentralized towards overall engagement, but we are looking forward to grow that revenue model altogether.
Okay. Any offer time? Anybody? Partnering? Anything? So 2 points of feedback for you. One, this platform didn't work for you, but we'll get you funded. I'm very sure you'll go like hotcake. And that man there, Mr. Sachin Gopalan from Indonesia, will require your services over there. He'll talk to you separately.
Sure.
You talk to him. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.